ask you about culture. Like you mentioned that you've been able to preserve like a really tight knit culture, and like we're fans of your culture from what we can see on social media. So, can you talk to us about how you've able to been able to create that and protect that and preserve that? Like, how do you make sure that the culture that you've built and that you've kind of like created with Taman from the beginning is sustained as you've scaled your team and grew and added new people and all that good stuff?
Um, Great question again. I think, a lot of it stems from leadership, right? Taman and I kind of set the standard, set the bar by not just kind of our company mantra and like the things we live by, but also, the things we do and how we run the company and, the things we value as a company, right? And so what we try to do is one, make that evident, very clear when we're bringing folks on about what we expect from our folks, right? And how we envision the culture and how we see the company as it is today, and then how we see it potentially in the future, right? And so that's one way, just very clear kind of, this is what creative theory was built for and built around, and which is like a very community-driven agency that is here to represent the underrepresented, that's here to champion, the underrepresented and amplify those voices, right? And so I think everybody who wants to work here and that we reach out to understands that, understands the mission on like a very deep level, right? And I think usually those passions are aligned. So we try to bring people who are aligned with that passion as well, right? Who have a heart for championing these underrepresented communities, who have a heart for just making sure that voices are heard and that, we're not only doing cool work, but we're doing impactful work. And so a lot of it stems from us. We take on that responsibility as kind of leading the charge. But then again, it's really about hiring not like-minded folks, but folks who kind of have the same vision and mission for themselves personally, right? And making sure that those things align. Like we definitely don't want to bring in people here who aren't aligned with the mission of Creative Theory Agency. So there's that. I think as we scale, that's going to be harder to maintain, right? We've been successful thus far, but different personalities, and as the more people you add, the harder it is to kind of foster that environment and keep that close knit kind of family style. So we understand that that's going to be a challenge as we grow. I think right now it's in a good space, and the vibes are good, and we'll try to continue to keep those same vibes. But we also don't want to be a monolith, right? We don't want to bring people in here who have same perspectives, same opinions on everything, and then it gets boring and it's not adding to the work, right? We need different perspectives. We need different, kind of approaches and creative to the work, so we can always stay innovative and make sure that, we're pushing ourselves and challenging ourselves in the work. So, again, long story short, Taman and I are the ones who have to kind of lead in how and what we value, our mission, and making sure that, we're hiring folks that are in line with that, but also that we're doing work that aligns with our mission and that we're not stepping outside of that, right?
Yeah.
And chasing the dollar.